Hi everyone. I thought today I would pop in and talk about something that I get asked about all the time, sales funnels. So probably the biggest questions that I get asked are, what exactly is a sales funnel and why do I need one? So have you ever taken the time to think about how people get to your website? So even though we're firmly in the age of the internet, there are a lot of small business owners out there that maintain a real world focus on their company. The online part of their business, it really just isn't as important and they don't focus enough time on it. But first off, online is the real world. Everything we do is online nowadays. Even before the pandemic hit, online sales and interactions were starting to outnumber in-person interactions. And now, well, there's not even a contest. I mean, just look at how the pandemic has impacted online sales, right? So Cyber Monday, it went from being one day to a whole month. And if you aren't actively marketing online, then your business is going to suffer. Part of the problem is that many small businesses have trouble driving traffic to their website. Yes, people can find you through Google, but rarely on the first page. And that means that your business might be sitting under a pile of your competitors. And that state of affairs cannot stand if you want to be successful in growing your business and your customer base. And the best way to get people to your website is to create an online sales funnel. And if you don't already have one, well, let's get you started. Let's make that a goal for the new year to get you a sales funnel set up. So let's go back to that first question. What is a sales funnel? So simply put, a sales funnel is a process of bringing your ICA, your ideal customer avatar, one step closer to the buying decision. And in that process, it gives them more time to warm up, to get to know you, get to like you and trust you, so that buying from you becomes a no-brainer. And to make that sell, you need your current and potential customers to go to your website. And it's the same process as getting customers into a brick and mortar store. So everything might be looking really great as they're browsing through the store, but the sale won't be closed until they get in line and hand over their money at the cash register. But how do you get them there, right? How do you get them to your website? So picture a kitchen funnel, right? So it has a wide brim at the top and it funnels down to that really small hole on the bottom. Very useful if you're trying to pour liquid into something with a small opening. The mental image is a great thing to keep in mind when it comes to sales funnels because they basically do the same thing with your customers. A sales funnel is a step-by-step marketing process that starts with that wide brim. It could be anything from online ads to super targeted social media posts, even really specific blog posts. But from that point where your customers, might not even be very aware of you, you push them into the funnel using various techniques, enticing them with really valuable free lead magnets to pull them into the funnel. And then you nurture the heck out of them with your digital marketing strategy that can be full of emails full of valuable content, follow-up sequences that give them actionable tools, and other types of free content. So why do you need a sales funnel? Well, realistically, how many hours a day do you spend on marketing your business? So even if you weren't super busy as a small business owner, and I have a feeling you are, then you only have so much time that you can talk up your business and your product offerings. You aren't a 24/7 salesperson, and you shouldn't be. But the solution is that you need a sales funnel to act as a 24/7 virtual salesperson. So creating that automated sales funnel, it'll bring your customers to you without you having to lift a finger. And the trick, of course, is to make sure that that process is as automated as possible. And again, super, super nurturing. So let's chat about the different stages of a funnel. So all funnels start with awareness. And at this stage, your prospect doesn't probably even know that you exist yet. They have a need, but they don't know how to fill it. And there are dozens of different ways to effectively build brand awareness. But one of my favorites is free content. So in my case, this could be my lead magnets, blog post, podcast, YouTube channel, social media content, newsletters, you get the idea. For the sake of this conversation, let's stick with my lead magnets. So I design free workbooks and checklists to offer potential clients the same level of quality that they'd find with my paid services. And these opt-ins serve two purposes. So one, they give my audience a quick win through easy, actionable steps. And two, they lead people into my email list, which is another part of my sales funnel and a very, very useful tip when it comes to email marketing, right? So once you get them into the funnel, now it's time to nurture them and build that relationship. So you want to really keep in mind that this isn't the point in the process where you really want to be selling hard to them. That can kind of be the kiss of death. They're just learning about you. So you don't really want to hit them with a hard sell. Instead, you really want to solidify your brand in their mind, and you need them to start believing that they need what you have. So rather than hitting them with prices and deadlines and buy now, you want to nurture that relationship and make them aware of your offerings and how you can help them. And then once they have that time to get to know you and to like you, then it's time to start selling. So they become more aware of you and your brand, and you've built that relationship with them. Now it's time to provide them with your services. So in many ways, that is a matter of trust. So when the relationship is new, it's fragile. And if you try to hit them really hard with sales pitches in those early stages, then it might feel a little weird. But once they really do know who you are and they want to hear about what you have to offer, that's where they're entering, but almost to the bottom of that sales funnel. To close the sale, you should have a fantastic landing page waiting for them. So this would be a dedicated page that's entirely focused around a single product or service. And it's basically what you've kind of been teasing since the beginning of that funnel. And so you really want to use your graphic designer and your copywriter and use them together to create a landing page that's packed full of personality infused and story-driven copy and great graphics. You don't want to push them to a generic web page. If it's not exciting, then you're sabotaging the sales funnel right at the finish line. And then once you get them to the finish line, this is a piece that a lot of small business owners miss out on. You never want to miss a chance to upsell your other product offerings. So you want to think of this kind of like that old phrase from McDonald's, right? Supersize me. Or how about if you're at Starbucks and you order a coffee, they always offer you a dessert, right? So these upsells, they're unobtrusive, and a lot of times they're things that you want anyways. So that's the same with your products and services. So don't be shy to share the related products and services that you have when someone's purchasing from you. Just think of it as the beginning of yet another sales funnel. And this might sound like it's going to take a while. Well, for some customers, it will, but for others, that's not necessarily the case. Two different customers might go down the sales funnel at different speeds. One might take their time to research you, look at your opt-ins, check out your testimonials. They really want to determine if you're the best fit for their needs. And then they'll head over to your landing page and they really want to check to see if you can deliver what you promise. And then even at that point, they might still not be ready, and you need to continue to nurture them with really great weekly content and more content in your sales funnel. So this entire process can take anywhere from a few days to a few months or longer. I've had clients download a workbook and schedule a consultation in the same day. And then I had a client once tell me that she had been getting my newsletters for 5 years and finally decided to give me a call. So you can see how it might take some people 5 minutes. It might take some people 5 years. Every customer is very different, and you don't want to rely on the ones that make those decisions quickly. You should really design your sales funnel with the long game in mind. And if a potential buyer wants to skip the long game and head straight to the end, well, that's great too. So what did we learn today? Well, let's kind of review. Before starting any type of sales funnel, you really want to think of how building an online portion of your business is paramount. So getting people to your website, it can be tricky, which is why you need a really great sales funnel. And a sales funnel is simply a step-by-step process that, gives your customer more time to get to know, like, and trust you, and eventually leads them to purchasing your products or services. So you should let your sales funnel be the 24/7 salesperson in your business, and not you. And of course, the first step in the process is to make people aware that your business exists. And a great way to do that is to pull them in with a really great free lead magnet. And then once you have their attention, you really have to build that relationship. You don't want to come off too salesy, but you really want to nurture and give them more time to get to know, like, and trust you. And then, of course, once they trust you, then you can sell them your products or services and send them on over to your beautiful landing page. And of course, when they're checking out, don't feel shy to upsell them on your other amazing products and services. But remember, every customer is different. It could take a few days, it could take a few weeks. Some clients and customers, it may only take 5 minutes. But the funny thing about sales funnels is that they are all different. So depending on your business and your digital marketing focus, yours might be relying strongly on social media, while others might have an expansive email list that they're really using to reach out to their customers. There's a lot of different digital marketing tactics out there, and a lot of them are very legit, and it's something that you really would want to check out. So if you're interested in exploring that a little bit more, I do have a brand new masterclass, 7 ways to kickstart your digital marketing. And in it, I'm going to be showing exactly how to create a digital marketing plan with a compelling message and how to put that plan into action using a virtual assistant or a virtual team. And if you'd like to learn more, you can always sign up for it. No problem there. And if you have any questions about a sales funnel, please reach out. Be happy to answer any questions that you have. I'll leave my links in the comments below so you can check them out. But I hope you found this information on sales funnels helpful and interesting and inspiring. And if you don't have one, it's on your list for the coming year. So you'll get one up and running. And I will see you next time.